Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Minds Beneath Us. Last time we left off, we were having some food with Lawrence and 23. I was like, I know it's a number. What's the number? 23. So, forget exactly where we needed to go next. I guess just home. Yeah, just home. Because we talked with Lawrence a little bit. So, let's go ahead and get home. Why don't we? Alright, hello. Fran? Door curtain. Hey Fran, still out? You're still out. Sleep? Guess there's not really much else for us to do. Yeah, let's nap. Alrighty. Here we go. Yep. Jason's not very happy with us. Jason is not happy with us. What the fuck are you doing? I told you to keep watch over Fran no matter what. Why didn't you stop her? You know better than anyone that I can't talk her out of it. Alright. I know that. Even if I were in the cockpit, I couldn't have convinced her. She's like that. Always in action, always on the front line, risking herself. All I wanted was just a normal, quiet life together with her. Why does she keep caring more about them instead of me? Enough of the self-pity show. What now? You know she cares about you. Well, it's part of her nature. I mean, you can't expect someone to, like, you know... just care about you, especially when it's prioritizing the benefits of other people and just society in general. You know she cares about you. I do, but I want her to be happy, but she's fighting for the happiness of the whole world. Why does she do that? Ever thought about it? Maybe she doesn't aware how much you need her. Maybe you two don't belong together. Why does she do that? Ever thought about it? All the time, but I really don't get it. Maybe she just cares about other CEOs. Maybe she's tortured by guilt. Maybe she's obsessed with a sense of responsibility. Maybe she's tortured by guilt. I mean, maybe she just likes helping people. Maybe she's tortured by guilt. Guilt? I think she subconsciously believes she owes the disadvantage. She believes her cozy life is built on top of other people's misery. Yeah. You reached this judgment over just a couple of days? Maybe you're right, though. Let's go over everything that happened today. Hey, sorry that you have to go through this. Yeah. About Lawrence and those women. They say they're government agents. Honestly, I have trouble believing that. Think they're lying? No, actually. Somehow my intuition tells me to trust them. Intuition? Sort of. What do you think? Can we trust them? Should be safe enough to trust them, at least for now. Care to explain? They had plenty of chances to harm us but chose not to. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, they had plenty of chances to harm us. Doesn't mean they'll continue to choose not to. Maybe they need us for a purpose. I think they'll turn against us. Let's say it's okay to be used if the relationship is mutual. Yeah, you're right. I for one want to trust Nincitu. Why? Hard to say. She looks like a woman with a mission. Earnest, not acting. Uh-huh. One more thing worth noting is she knows about me, or rather, us. All her talk about genetic engineering and remote control as if she knows exactly what's happening to us. But the thing she shot us with didn't work. Yeah. Right. I was coming to that. I don't think her thing is not working, though. For a moment I thought you were gone, then you were back. Any idea what happened? The Spectre probably did something to us. What Spectre? You didn't see it? I have no idea what you're talking about. Am I missing something? I think the Spectre is who put me into your body in the first place. one you talked about yesterday. Still watching us? It wants you to stay in my body? I think so. And the Spectre's the root of all our problems. Whatever case it is, we must find out what it really is or isn't. Although we don't have any lead to start with. Looks like our problem won't see a solution in the foreseeable future. However, I managed to grab control twice today. First at the farm, I moved this body to the hospital. Interesting. Then a while ago, it was me when we agreed to work with C2. Interesting. How'd you do it? Not sure. Might have to do with surges of emotions. Your control weakens when I'm emotional enough. Like today, in both cases I was overwhelmed by concerns about Fran. Bottom line is, I don't think it's something I can consciously trigger. How'd you feel when I grabbed control? Vision full of noise and blackout. I can only watch from the back row. Yeah, I remember these moments where like it got kind of fuzzy and everything. Yeah. Have you experienced anything like this before? Yes, the man I possessed last time almost broke my control. Also when he was emotionally overwhelmed? Yeah, I remember that. With, what was it, Albert? Yeah. Even if I managed to take the cockpit, it'll only be for a short while. And you remain in my body, it's like switching drivers? Exactly. At the moment, I believe we have a better chance by working with C2. I hope so. Everything's happening so fast. First you, then Fran, then these people out of nowhere. Totally clueless. Don't know enough to trust or distrust anyone. I'm lost. Relax. We'll figure this out together. Thank you. There aren't a lot of choices. We must work with her for the time being and improvise. My objective stays the same, which is to keep Fran away from harm. Speaking of that, about Eva, yeah. You should have sold her out earlier today. Abandon the ship while you can. She dragged us into this shit without asking. We're not obliged to die with her. Actually, she gave me a choice, whether to get involved or not. Did she ask Fran when she sent her a ticking bomb? And think again, given the situation, could you have chosen not to get involved? We knew Fran was involved and we care about Fran. We had to listen to her. She said it to appease her own conscience, pretending to give choices when she's already done it. She tried. I don't care if she tried or not. The old fool tried to pull off something way beyond her and made others share the consequences. That's how I see it. Her good intentions don't matter, the result's the same. This is incredibly irresponsible, especially from one who brags about her moral standards all the time. Fran, for example, would never have brought others into it. Fran brought you into it, no? I'm not the others. Oh, and about the job position. I don't know if I want to work at Silencio anymore. Just lay low until this blows over. Cooperate with them, don't cause any extra trouble. Could you do that? What about the thing that Wayne said? I'll take it if you don't want me... I take it as you don't want me to take sides? What about the thing that Wayne said? Talk on the roof? I agree with him. Ops as a whole seems shady. Shutting down a whole flop farm? I don't see how this relates to us. It's none of our business. Should stay away from their problems. Don't make things even more complicated. Frankly, but I agree with Justin more. I was afraid this might happen. You're being brainwashed. Remember, none of this is your business. There's no reason to throw yourself into it, is there? This concerns the fate of many people. We just stand aside and watch? Right, not our problem. What if Fran is one of them? Fran is not one of them. That much we are sure of. I mean, I get where you're coming from, Jason. Like, you're in a good position and you're like, I don't really want to put my own position at risk just to help others, but... isn't that a bit too selfish? As long as it earns me a quiet life. You don't fuck with the world and the world leaves you alone. Been living by this motto. So far, so good. Did the world leave Fran alone? Shut the hell up. Sorry. I wanted to respect her choices as much as I can. What happened to her proves my point. She insisted on challenging the invincible and endangered herself, as well as those around her. But again, she proves her own point, that sometimes if we do nothing, the world will swallow us whole. Frankly, I don't know what to believe anymore. Hey, About the thing that happened at Ops. You think I shouldn't have pulled the lever? No, Thank you for making this tough decision. I don't know what I would have done. You saved his life, and better still, we don't owe the company any money. I guess I wouldn't have the guts to pull it. Thank you again, or else I'll be forever guilty for his death. Thank you. Huh? The body's waking up. So soon? I don't have any control over it, man. Please, take care of everything. Will do. Will do. Finish chapter 2. Bad news. Ugh, this dizziness. Fran, where's Fran? Hello? Lawrence? Why are you playing my video games? Hey! Morning, Jason. How you feeling? Lawrence, what are you doing here? Didn't tell me to keep watch. In case anything happens, you never know. You're a good boy, aren't you? Of course, the goodest! Hey, wait, was that supposed to be sarcastic? Do I look like I'm being sarcastic? Oh, good. Or is that supposed to be sarcastic too? Oh, right. Miss Cheng is in our safe house right now. She got up before you did and went over to find Nin. How's she doing? Healing nicely. Can't quite walk yet, otherwise good as new. Thank you for the update. And sorry I used your game console without permission. Keeping watch was too boring. What are you playing? Final Fable. Final Fable 21. Interesting. That didn't sound like Final Fable. I heard guns and stuff. I mean, I guess FF7 has guns, and FF13, and 15 does have guns. 15 does have guns. 16 didn't. 16 didn't have guns, because 16 went back to like a more medieval setting, but that was like assault rifles and stuff. Say, if it's the final Fable, why so many sequels? Because it sells? Maybe they didn't expect any sequel when making the original game? I mean, that's what the thing is supposed to be. I've always heard that rumor that like, oh yeah, when they were making Final Fantasy, they were going to close up shop if this game didn't sell, so this was literally their final fantasy of being a successful game developer, or whatever. I've heard conflicting things that's like not actually true now or whatever, but that's the thing that everybody always talks about with Final Fantasy. Right, totally plausible. Yeah. Never seen this boss before. Don't tell me you loaded my save. Hey, you didn't load my save, did you? And my manner's alright. New save, starting from scratch. I progressed further overnight than I did a whole month? You ready? It's about time for the mission briefing. Sure, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Wow, you were playing, huh? You're going hard on that. Really love your Final Fable. So the hierarchy of vision is... Jay? Good morning, don't bother to stand up. Oh, you guys probably need a bit of private time. Come here, Lawrence. Huh? Me? Coming. Hey, Fran. Sorry I didn't wake you up. I thought you'd need some rest after yesterday. It's okay. Our anniversary was ruined. I could have thought that. Let's hold off on the gifts for later. Catch up with when everything settles down, shall we? Sure. Ah, this wheelchair. Miss C2 gave it to me. Comes with a hovering system. Moves smoothly even on bumpy roads. That's nice. Fancy, right? I'm sorry. Really, Jay. I screwed up. All is good as long as you're good, Fran. I'm alright, really. It's just that, Jay, I thought I figured it out. I thought I knew everything, but... You couldn't have possibly foreseen that. Right. Your smile feels sad. Jay, really disappointed in myself. Huh? You need some more time? Sorry to interrupt, but we must start now. We don't mind. Let's do that. Can you give us a few more minutes? No can do, I'm afraid. Time is not on our side. 23? I asked, at least. Start with the conclusion. Francis is correct. According to these documents, acquired by Monsieur, Vision is indeed selling more flops than they can generate. Fortunately, this is the only thing we can prove with what we have. However, they took it to the extreme just to have you silenced, Francis. That indirectly supports our hypothesis. Because they know we're onto something critical. Exactly. Nin showed me an affirming smile. They have no reason to use assassination if it's only about business operation data. Next, we must take a more active approach. That, or... now that we are certain they have something bigger to hide, we can afford to slow down a bit and collect more evidence. 23. More importantly, we can try playing by the book, get things done without breaking so many laws. I beg to differ. After yesterday, they're alerted. Whatever evidence there is will be wiped out very soon. They're very thorough in that. This is our only chance, direct strike while they're trying to decide next moves. But... even more importantly, there already are outsiders involved. We can't have them exposed to risk for that long. Sooner the better, every hour counts. Okay. Just pointing out possibilities. I know it's impossible to change your mind. Thank you, 23. I have a question. Shoot. This plan is to have Jason go to the farm together with me, right? It is. Vision is hunting down Miss Cheng. It appears... is it safe if her boyfriend appears at one of their farms? I mean, everyone somehow related to Miss Cheng should now be under surveillance, right? Vision isn't desperate enough to try public execution yet. And I don't think they'll ask regular employees about Francis's personal connections. Plus, according to Francis, no one at the farm knows she's dating Jason. Except for Eunice Sue, that is, 23 hacked into her work account. If she tries anything, we'll know. No, I told that security officer about our relationship. There's a security officer, Michael Sal, he knows too. Yes, that was the day before yesterday. I'll keep an eye on him. Good question, Lawrence. You're starting to think like an OWL agent. Yeah. Celebrate yet, brat. Okay, now today's action plan. If everything goes smoothly, we'll put an end to this shit show before tomorrow. Although things have never been going smoothly. Hey, don't jinx it. Attention, everyone. Our objective today is to acquire sensitive data located in the cellar. Lawrence will infiltrate the Ops Division to acquire files we need. With that, we should be able to prosecute Vision. 23? Lawrence will need remote support. For that, we must hack into Silencio's intranet before he starts. That was not an issue, as I installed a beacon device on Monsieur's computer. It serves as a breakthrough point for me to hack into. However, after the episode yesterday, our computer's powered off and the office is locked down. In other words, the beacon is no longer available, which means I need to go into the office and activate it since I can just walk in whenever I want. Can't use it now? Not necessarily. It depends on you and Lawrence. Plans to install the beacon on the computer of the screening lead. Oh, okay, never mind. No, we're not going to do that. I guess Silencio was the one letting me in there, so... You think it's possible, Jason and Lawrence? Now that I think about it... yeah, there's still the thing with Silencio letting me in places that I'm not supposed to be into. I wonder if Silencio is connected to us as an MBU, or possibly the Spectre in some way, because it's still weird that Silencio was just letting me in there. It could just be like the various weird issues they were talking about with Silencio, but it seems a little bit too perfect that it kept letting me in like that. Yeah. Do you think it's possible, Jason and Lawrence? I think it's not a problem. Totally agreed. It's a walk in the park. Wayne's hardly ever at his own desk. That's so. That's it then. Let me recap. The operation has two phases. Phase 1, retrieve the beacon from Miss Ye's computer and install it in Wayne Zing's. Phase 2, Lawrence infiltrates Ops to retrieve data. Are we clear? Yes, ma'am. I have a couple of questions. Ask away. Why do we need to hack, the intranet? Yeah, this is all Lawrence's job. What do I do? Try to minimize your participation. You're part of the operation, not a civilian, nonetheless. Your role is to be there, just in case. Ren seems to be relieved. Infiltration, huh? Finally, some proper secret agent work. Why do we need to hack into the intranet first? Silencio is covered with surveillance cameras. It keeps watch on everyone, mainly for performance review. Like how often you go to the restroom or scratch your butt. By the way, you scratch your butt a lot, Lawrence. Who cares about that? It'd be eczema. Have your butt checked, boy. Seriously? Seriously, we don't want you to compromise a mission due to an itchy butt. Can't tell if she's joking or... No, let's put Lawrence's butt aside. Hey! On top of general surveillance, the AI system also records and analyzes every employee's activity. Suspicious or potentially harmful activities will trigger alarms which are sent to division leads. In extreme cases, the system will summon security guards. Since you two will be doing a lot of fishy stuff there today, you bet the system will catch you in no time. But worry not, this is where I come in. Once the beacon is up again, I can wipe you both from the alert system. Awesome. Thank you. The other reason for this hack can grant you security clearance to places where you need to be. Note that granting security clearance leaves a record in the system log. So what? Vision might be alarmed by these records. It is highly unlikely. No one checks the log. Also, old log files are erased on a weekly basis. C2 gave 23 a threatening stare. But we should still avoid it because of a certain perfectionist in this room. Any other questions? I'm all clear. Good, let's... No. Vision really is doing what we think. The knowledge must be limited to executives and very few employees. They wouldn't trust the data to ops, too easy to steal. You misunderstood, Francis. We're not targeting ops computers. The idea is to access the Cellar network through them, snatch real-time data. I don't know much about hacking, but I know how Vision does things. I'm positive they've taken precautions. What would you suggest? Hack into Silencio's flop core. Every byte of data passes through the flop core, so the flop core is guarded like a damn fortress. Hacking into it is hard, if not impossible. That's not the point. Point is, Nin, we can't do this. Flop core has everything processed by Silencio, not just Vision's data. Every transaction from every partner of Vision's, private information of all Wanpei citizens. Hacking into the flop core would be a severe infringement of privacy and a felony. I don't mind breaking the law for the greater good, but we must prioritize less invasive approaches, if any. 23 is deadly serious about it. We're not doing anything with this privacy data. I mean, it's still the act of getting it is still bad. Plus, I'm sure Vision is abusing it anyway. We're the law enforcement, Lawrence Zhang. The law trusts us to defend it. Every time we break the law, we destroy our legitimacy a bit. Keep that in mind if you're serious about joining OWL. Ugh. Looks like Lawrence is surprised by 23's sudden change of attitude, too. I agree. Hacking the flop core is going too far. We stick to the original plan. Are you okay with it, Francis? No problem. You make the final decision. I just provide information for your reference. Good. Say, may I ask one more question? You may not. Shoot. Why don't you just give me a beacon? Why? Could get it from Messiah's computer. I mean, doesn't it make everyone's life easier if I bring a new one there? How many beacons do you think we have, and we can't... Is 23 checking C2's response? We can't what? The beacon is small, but very expensive. We don't have another one. Now you're caring about money, huh? Isn't OWL, like, packed with free money? It's not like... Money is a secondary concern. We can't leave the beacon there. There'll be consequences if Vision finds it. Makes sense. Professional opinion. Don't be a penny pincher, 23. This penny pincher has bought you many dinners. As if I didn't buy you any. Enough. That's it for today's operation. Lawrence, Jason, first retrieve the beacon from Messiah's office, then install it on Wayne Zheng's computer. 23, hack into Silencio's intranet, help Lawrence infiltrate ops. Take these decryption devices and concealed communicator. Use the decryption device on ops computers to retrieve data. Keep in touch over comms. Jason, these are for you, just in case. Oh! Oh my god, I didn't even... Oops, dropped it. I didn't even have my hands on my keyboard. I was just using my mouse, so I really wasn't ready for that. Sorry. I'm sorry! I was not ready for that. Those little communicators. Just a transparent thin film. Put it on. Ready for action. First you and Lars go to the farm, commute as you always do. 23 and I will keep in touch over comms. Then, Grandma's... I know. Grandma. Sorry guys, OWL is calling. 23 and I are assigned an urgent task. Won't take long, approximately 3 hours. We'll get in touch when you arrive at the farm. See you later. They're leaving? Wait, what about our mission? Stick to the old plan. We'll be back soon enough. Well, that was unexpected. Kind of task. A noisy kind. Drug dealers. I've been following this drug ring for a long time. OWL just authorized a strike. Man, I want to have some of the action too. We'll make you an OWL agent until you stop looking for action. Let's get going, 23. Any idea which team we're working with today? Whichever. Okay, so long. Hey, they're gone, just like that? I don't know. OWL operates like that, I guess. Random assignments out of the blue. It's a recent thing. They're not so busy before. Because of rising social unrest? Could be. Who's Grandma? Leader of Owl. It's a code name of sorts, I think. Not their actual grandma. They safe? I mean, it sounds like an armed assault. Piece of cake. We've never seen Nin in action. Totally unbelievable, straight out of an action movie. Superhuman reflexes. What, you fought the thug at the hospital, Jason? That was somewhat like Nin. Is that why she knows so much about me? What thug? Friend is worried. Alright, you didn't know about that, Miss Cheng. Thug tried to pick a fight with Jason yesterday and got his ass kicked in the end. Right, Jason? Man, you have guilty written all over your face. Won the battle, lost the war, they tasered me. Jeez, are you okay? Hurt like hell, but now I'm good. Shouldn't have said that, it only makes Fran more worried. Whoops. Where was I again? Right. I was about to say that Jason is a lot like Nin when he's in action. Do we use the same moves? It's the general vibe? Like being super focused, striking with crazy precision? Can't imagine. Right. You'll know when you see Nin doing her work. It's about time, I'll be on my way. See you at the farm, Jason. Which part? The office? I mean, screening. Sure thing. That's it, and see you later. Bye. 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 He's cute. I mean, the boy. Alright, the game did just autosave right there, and I do gotta get this recorded, so and another thing recorded before I have something to do soon, so hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.